Nithyanandam, I welcome all the viewers via two-way and the Yajamans of the Sevas watching today's Shakthi Avishkarana. As you know, today marks an auspicious celebration of the divine Leela when Lord Ganesha kills the demon Gajamukashura and liberates him by making him his Vahana. Just a little fact about the outside world. In the outside world, where we face delusion, the face of Trobhava, where many times the choices over right and pleasant can get the best of us. In the world where only the conclusions we have, the perceptions we have and create, binds us and makes us feel limited in thinking this is all that matters, this is all that I have to live for, and this is all I can live for. Whether if it's in the form of family, a relationship, you progressing to a career, or maybe you're just a student who just newly graduated, having friends around you, relationships, whether if it's a personal one with yourself or others. Things, thought currents in us, such as us self-assessing ourselves, having the self-worth, denial, hatred, anything that affects us in the progress of our day-to-day life. All this vicious cycle, there is a special, unique being. There is providing an incubator for this very thought trend, this very body that is seeking to experience its peak possibility, where all the aspects, whether it's physiology, emotions, in the physical level, psychological level, is waiting for us to realize our divinity. In the abode of Adi Kailash, Biridi, Bangalore, where the rare living avatar, His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda, lives, the Golden Gate is now opening to the masses who are now finally settling down with the ultimate clarity of realizing their very purpose of life, the very purpose of existence itself, which is to have a superconscious breakthrough. This opportunity is being presented to the whole world in the form of Mahasadashivatva. Today, we are going to be going into a sacred process of Akashic reading, initiated by His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda. This very science of embodying Kala Bhairava, who's the Lord of time and space, where the past, present, and future will be accessed by our very own Nithyananda Gurukul Balasan. Akashic reading is a record created in space. Whatever has happened in time, there is a file. When a being realizes he is beyond time and space, he will be able to decode those Akashic recording. Spell it out in the language you understand. Spell it out in the frequency you can receive for the betterment to improve your own very life, so that you realize that your ultimate goal, the ultimate goal of you and the ultimate goal of humanity is nothing but enlightenment. So I have with me few people who are online via two-way. I would like to I would like them to be projected. One person's name is Tamika. Sorry for the technical glitch. Tamika from New York. We have Leslie from New York. And we have Meeta from New York. All these three actually has decided and has been inspired to the off-grid lifestyle that we as Nithyananda yogis are living in. They all had made priority into wanting to experience and go into the journey of superconscious breakthrough. So, thank you for joining us as we're going to be reading out all your questions in what it is that you want to ask Kala Bhairava. And also, for all the people who are out there, to every single person who is trying to come here, who has the intention to come here, there are a list of common questions, whether if you're a single, whether if you're a family, whether if you're a single mother who has children, wherever and whatever position that you may be in, there are common questions who people all around the world are facing before coming here. And in this Akashic reading, we are going to be clearing out all the doubts and giving a breakthrough in the whole of humanity in terms of making the decision, making that very jump to come to Adi Kailash. So I'm going to tell a little bit about how I also took a jump, just to set the context. I was once also a graduate, just graduated freshly off of college. I've done a bachelor's degree in business and management, and just like everyone else in the world, wanting to find out what to do, whether if it's in a form of contribution, whether if it's a form of finding out, stabilizing and realizing the very purpose of why I even came down here. I was also part of the mass thought trend that was happening. For example, if you go to any type of business school, every single person there is wanting to become a CEO, wanting to have a platform to go on to the world so that we're able to move them, so that we can also show what is it consumers actually want. We have great inventions. We have people who have revolutionized in the current situation, such as the internet, where we have people like Bill Gates or the Apple founder. We have many people who revolutionized our thought trends of today, where most of us are communicating via two-way, online via Facebook, or online via YouTube. The platform that has given us the next knowledge of wanting to become what we are outside in the world is usually this mainstream social media that we have now. When I was just like every other graduates that is out there, I was living with my family, given every luxury possible that is needed, where anything that whatever course that I wanted to take, whatever studies, whether it was abroad or local, which is back home in Malaysia, they would support. But when my eyes fell onto Swamiji in the form of a YouTube video, he was able to answer all of the unanswered question in me that I thought of was religious, where I thought of was non-spiritual. This is because in me, when I was out there, just like everyone else, seeking for what it is, who is God, what am I here for, what is the purpose of life. When all this questioning was brewing in me, the only person that was able to answer all this question was none other, His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda. The very depth of whatever it is this being was searching for, it was none other than collective consciousness. In the world out there where you are trying to be an individual in the whole, where you are trying to fit in, yet find an identity that is perfect for you in your own body. Here, we only go after collective consciousness of oneness. The collective consciousness, the higher truths, making it into an actual lifestyle where power manifestation is being used as an actual solution. I have finally found the actual purpose of my life, Not only because I had that realization, anytime anybody who were to come to Biridi and settle down here, this is the fruit, the prasadam they get from finding out and having the journey of wanting to get this breakthrough. So, now we are going to be going into the Akashic reading, and I would like all of the people in two-way and also the people who are here for the Uttamattama Seva to hum the Mahavakya together with me as we go into the Akashic reading. Everyone remember Swamiji in the third eye? We are going to be humming the Mahavakya intensely, evoking the energy and receiving the energy of Lord Kalabhairava. Now, we're going to be chanting the Shastra Pramana of Akashic reading. Akasham vimalam pashyan kritva drishtim nirantaram shabdatma tachanat devi bhairavam vapurapnuyat. The translation goes, looking at the spotless infinite, etheric space, Akasha, beyond the sky and clouds, one should fix one's gaze from the third eye without blinking continuously and make one's body and inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and powers of the infinite space, Bhairava. So, in this, we welcome the Lord Kaila Bhairava.
நாட்டுல இருக்கும் மக்களை எல்லாம் பார்த்து போக வராரு. நல்லவன் கெட்டவன் செயலை பார்த்து பலன் கொடுக்க போறாரு. நாட்டுல இருக்கும் மக்களை எல்லாம் பார்த்து போக வராரு. நல்லவன் கெட்டவன் செயலை பார்த்து பலன் கொடுக்க போறாரு. தப்பு செஞ்ச யாருக்குமே ஜாமீன் கொடுக்க மாட்டாரு. எங்க ஐயா தப்பு செஞ்ச யாருக்குமே ஜாமீன் கொடுக்க மாட்டாரு. நேர்மையாக இருப்பவரை கைவிடவே மாட்டாரு. நேர்மையாக இருப்பவரை கைவிடவே மாட்டாரு. வாராரையா வாராரு நம்ம கருப்பசாமி வாராரு. வாராரையா வாராரு நம்ம கருப்பசாமி வாராரு.
The first question is from Mathamika. Question is, Dear Kalabhairava, how can we enrich a Western child that knows nothing about Hindu culture to decide to leave all that they know and join Gurukul that don't really understand?
Every individual consciousness, devoid of what is understood and learned from the societal conditionings, and parental conditionings, and stuffed knowledge by the irresponsible system of education can ultimately achieve the space of Mahasadashiva, not by practice, nor by learning, but by the decision to experience it directly from the Master, from the space of gratitude. Ultimately, the truth can never be completely understood, neither by the learned nor by the unlearned. Only from the space of gratitude can any knowledge be downloaded, can be grasped or absorbed by the grace of a master. Therefore, anybody who comes from the space of gratitude, just the transmission of the experience, will take them to a space where Sadashiva can be manifested instantly.
The second question, Dear Kalabhairava, I was previously at the Adinam and was unstable. As a result, I left. I would like to come back, but what will be different this time? How will I be stable?
நாட்டுல இருக்கும் மக்களை எல்லாம் பார்த்து போக வராரு நல்லவன் கெட்டவன் செயலை பார்த்து பலன் கொடுக்க போறாரு தப்பு செஞ்ச யாருக்குமே ஜாமீன் கொடுக்க மாட்டாரு
Whether cognized or no, the source always remains within you. Untold outside, unshown within, is ultimately known by that source who rules within the five senses, who rules over the 11 dimensions and beyond. Your idea, thinking he who created all doesn't know the thought current within is just the way the societal conditionings make you think. The foolish thought currents can only make you a slave. Where individual is led into the space of not knowing oneself and still cheating himself in the name, in the idea of fooling the people and the life happening around. Know that life is never hypocritic and is always much beyond, massive than the cognizable mind. Is vast than the comprehensible understanding of your mind. Whatever is known, unknown, shown, within, everything is cognized and processed through the thought currents of Mahasadashiva. When an intention is intense, there is always various possibilities opening up for it to manifest. When intention is just a desire, your own disbelief will not manifest it for you.
The question number 3. Dear Kalabhairava, I really want to come, be an Adinavasi, but my family is not allowing me. How do I complete them and come?
when a desire is within you, even when manifested, isn't seen due to your own blinding disbelief, but when with passion, ultimately becoming intention, the intensity will uncover and the manifested is revealed. Kalabhairava always gives away, never stops you when you want an intention to become reality. Tatas, you will manifest as desired, and you will see as the intensity raises, all the unknown needs within you and karmas will have a breakthrough, and you will have the cognition maturing to the higher levels as you're destined to be.
The final question for today is, Dear Kalabhairava, I want to come to Adi Kailash eventually, but I want to complete and accomplish some things before I come. Why should I come now instead of the future?
The energy of consciousness is always flowing through the receiver, but it's the receiver's decision whether or not to allow that sacred energy to manifest not just as powers, as desires, but as the consciousness by itself. The decision by the receiver is made based on the support given in the society. The Sangha matters for one to experience the reality. Whatever desires may be fulfilled, whatever desires may seem to have been manifested, can never give you the real fulfillment that you, the being, needs. The wants are just the external comforts that is thought to give the happiness. Only the one who understands the truth, who decides to be in the space of a receiver to the truth, will realize that the desires are external fulfillment. Only the manifestation of that conscious energy is the real, eternal, internal, external bliss, fulfillment that radiates throughout the life, manifesting not just the desired wants, but what is needed and beyond. Internally processing these sacred words, you will understand how your own desires are fooling you and taking you away from manifesting what you really need. As Mahasada-shiva, the doors of Adi Kailasha is always open. Only the one who decides can come in. Even if close to what they think as the ultimate, integrity with intensity only can take you and fulfill you completely. Manifesting the purpose of your life is nothing but realizing this truth.
सेव्यमान पावनाङ्घ्रि पङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवम्.
To conclude this Akashic reading, just like how the Asura, the demon, Gajamukashura, was made a Vahana, the essence of this, whatever good or bad, right or wrong that has happened to you, all the decision you have made outside in the world, now make a conscious decision to wanting to start a new life at the door, the golden gates, at the abode of Adi Kailash. So with this, I would like to offer this Shakthi Avishkaranam Seva to Mahasada Shiva. Thank you all for watching. Nithyanandam.